What's up guys, and welcome back to Wall Street Millennial. On this channel, we cover everything related to stocks and investing. The COVID era of 2020 was devastating for small businesses, many of whom were forced to shut down and file for bankruptcy. To add insult to injury, cyber attack and phishing scams also increased significantly in what came to be known as the scandemic. According to the FBI, cybercrime reports increased by 69% in 2020 as compared to 2019. With people stressed about working from home or having lost their jobs altogether, scammers saw this as a huge opportunity to exploit people's general anxiety. Today we're looking at an alleged scam that, if true, may be one of the most disgraceful frauds of the pandemic. We're talking about the Center for COVID Control, a company which was founded in 2020 and claims to offer free COVID tests. They operate 300 testing locations and claim to have 3,000 employees in the US. But recent revelations suggest that this company could be a scam. They have 26 reviews on the Better Business Bureau, and the overwhelming majority of them are 1 star, the lowest possible rating. People are complaining that they didn't receive their test results and that the inside of the lab doesn't look professional at all. Also, they offer tests for free, so how do they make money? On January 13th, the company abruptly said that they would pause their testing activities for a week, claiming that this is because of unusually high patient demand. But things are not looking good for the company, as the Oregon Department of Justice recently opened an investigation. In this video, we'll look at the COVID Control Center, how they make money, and whether or not it is a massive scam. Keep in mind that what I say in this video is only my opinion based on publicly available information. But before we move on with the video, here's a quick word from our sponsors over at Masterworks.io. Masterworks has emerged as the only platform taking billionaire collectors head-on by allowing ordinary investors to invest in fine art. I'm personally a big believer in art as an asset class, both for diversification and as an inflation hedge. It has outpaced the S&P by 174% from 1995 to 2020, while at the same time being extremely uncorrelated. It also does particularly well during times of inflation. Masterworks' dream team of analysts leverage proprietary data to identify artists whose works have the best risk-adjusted returns. This includes names like Basquiat and Picasso. Then they file them with the SEC, which allows them to securitize each painting. This means that investors can buy shares, like stock, in artwork. And getting started with Masterworks is super easy. It takes just a few clicks. You visit their website, create an account, browse their artwork, and then you can diversify your portfolio with one of the most stable assets around. I personally used Masterworks to invest in Homie Assists by Pablo Picasso. You can skip the waitlist and immediately start investing by using my link in the description. It also really supports the channel, so go check it out. And now back to the video. So what is the Center for COVID Control? It is a national chain of COVID testing sites which have popped up all over the US over the past couple years. The first thing you might notice is the company name's striking similarity to the Center for Disease Control, which is a government agency. But there is no affiliation between the two entities. Another thing that's noteworthy is that they offer free COVID tests, both rapid and PCR tests. This is quite surprising. Traditional pharmacies like Walgreens and CVS generally charge in excess of $100 for PCR tests. So how is the Center for COVID Control able to offer tests for free? They have a website called centerforcovidcontrol.org. It's an extremely simple website with very little information. They claim to be a privately held, Illinois-based company that operates 300 testing sites with 3,000 employees. They partner with a company called Doctors Clinical Laboratory to perform the tests. Doctors Clinical Laboratory is a small lab in Illinois with 35 reviews on Google. The vast majority of these reviews are 1 star. Most of the complaints revolve around not receiving their test results when promised, or never receiving them at all. One reviewer said that the QR code that they sent him with the test result took him to a static website page with negative written on it. Even more damning is a report from a Florida local media outlet called Wink News. They interviewed customers of Center for COVID Control who claimed to have received negative test results from the company before they even took the test. They also sent their reporters to talk to an employee at the testing site. The employee was wearing scrubs but admitted that he was not a registered nurse and had 0 medical training. If we look at some of the other tabs from the website, we can find some even crazier things. They supposedly have a workplace testing solution where they can test employees for companies. Embedded in the page is a link to a YouTube video. The video has 4,400 views but only 6 likes, which suggests that the views may be fake. The man in the video appears to be an actor. He has a British accent even though the company does not operate in the UK. Also, he refers to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration as OSHA, while almost everybody in the medical industry calls it OSHA as a single word. The description of the YouTube video is simply the transcript of the video. There is no contact information or anything of that nature, which is highly unusual for a corporate video. Things get really weird when you look at the About section of their YouTube channel. The channel was created in 2014, and the description reads as follows: Ali Janu is a channel for education, learning, and fun. Family-friendly toddler learning videos and educational videos, unquote. The YouTube channel also has a link to a public Instagram account with the handle ali.juna. Ali appears to be a middle school age kid, and he hasn't posted anything in almost a year. Needless to say, this channel is highly suspicious. According to their website, the Center for COVID Control's founder and CEO is a woman by the name of Aliyah Siyaj. If you search this name on LinkedIn, you can see two different profiles. One of them is founder and CEO of Center for COVID Control. The other says CEO of Bullseye Axe Lounge. Both of them say they're based in Barrington Hills, Illinois. The one that says founder of Center for COVID Control also lists that she is the CEO of Bullseye Axe Lounge, so they appear to be the same person. It is not immediately clear why she would have two different LinkedIn profiles. Bullseye Axe Lounge is a place you can go to throw axes. It's really weird that the founder of an axe lounge would start a COVID testing company. But we don't even know if these LinkedIn profiles are real. It's very possible that this is a fake picture, and Aliyah Siyaj is just an alias. The Center for COVID Control claims to operate 300 locations across 29 states. Many of these locations are in tiny hole-in-the-wall shops or trailers. But still, it would have taken tens of millions of dollars of investment in a highly sophisticated organization to open all of these. So what is this company really up to, and how do they plan to make a return on their investment? Customers who have taken tests at the Center for COVID Control say they were required to give pictures of their driver's licenses as well as their health insurance information. A Google review of Doctors Clinical Lab, which appears to be affiliated with CCC, says that his insurance company sent him a $300 bill associated with the test, even though they claim to be free. It's possible that they just make money by billing the insurance companies. However, according to their promotional materials, they will provide tests even if you don't have insurance. If they're not billing the insurance companies, how can they make money? In a worst case scenario, they could be selling the driver's license data to fraudsters who will use it for identity theft. To be clear, there's no direct evidence that this is the case, but many previous customers are concerned that this could be. And given how shady and opaque the company is, how can you blame them for fearing the worst? On January 13th, they put out a statement saying they are temporarily closing their locations because unusually high patient demand has stressed their staffing resources. They're pausing operations so they have time to bring on and train additional staff. This is already a weird explanation. Why can't they hire new staff while their locations are operating? And given how short-staffed they claim to be, you would expect to see them advertising many new job openings. On the career section of their website, they have 3 open positions: COVID screener, data entry, and customer service. All of these descriptions say the exact same thing. Enter information about this job vacancy here. Be sure to include both educational and experiential requirements of the position, as well as details about the type of person you are looking for, unquote. This is pretty obviously an excerpt from a generic website template. An internal company memo obtained by USA Today gives a more realistic explanation. It says, quote, increased scrutiny by the media into operations of our collection sites, unquote, over the past week, which, along with consumer complaints, quote, resulted in various state health departments and even the Oregon Department of Justice taking a keen interest in our company, unquote. Multiple states have opened up investigations into the Center for COVID Control. They're probably shutting down their locations to prepare for possible litigation. And it's not just this one company. State attorneys general across the country are investigating numerous pop-up COVID testing companies that appear to be scamming patients. The reason that CCC has gotten so much attention in the media is because of its large number of locations and numerous red flags. The company's YouTube channel would be comical if the situation wasn't so serious. COVID is a serious disease. If they're giving faulty test results, this could be a serious public health risk. And if there is any abuse of customer data, the risk to consumers could be immense. The Center for COVID Control is one of the most interesting and concerning cases we've covered on this channel. The fact that they've opened 300 locations suggests a high level of funding and sophistication. The sophistication can make the organization all the more dangerous if they are doing anything nefarious behind the scenes. If you need to take a COVID test for any reason, it's probably best to go to an established pharmacy chain like Walgreens or CVS. With these new pop-up testing centers, you could easily end up being scammed. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video. What do you think about the Center for COVID Control? Do you think it's a scam? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, as we'll be sure to update you on any new developments in this story. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Wall Street Millennial, signing out.